Good morning, guys. I'm going to share with you information about attitude and your perception versus reality today, but I have to get real first. I am so hyper because some of my favorite things are happening today. The Masters is on, and I'm having a brunch party right now, so I don't know what you're going to hear in the background. People are going to be coming and going. I'm sure there's going to be dogs barking, so sorry in advance, but I was too excited when they moved it up to make it earlier. And my dad and I used to watch Masters together, and it's just one of my favorite things. So got that brunch party going on, so a little hyper. Then I got birthday with one of my besties this afternoon, sharing her birthday. And then the Game of Thrones. And thanks to Matt, I am in a death pool, so it's like the NCAA tournament for me all over again, because I went through and guessed who is going to live, die, or become a White Walker. So, I mean, level of excitement and hyperness, my head might just blow off. I might have to get up and do laps around the room. So, there's all of that is going on. Just wanted to let you know in advance because who knows what's going to happen during this, as usual. So, if you don't know me, I'm Jenny Hensley, co-owner and effectiveness coach with Dynamics. Our goal is to help you reclaim your time so you can reclaim your life and love your work again. And today we're really focusing on our hashtag Reclaim Your Life, thinking about the quality of your life, and put out a challenge. And I thank you to all of you who did it. We did a Sunday Pep Talk challenge where we ask you to screenshot your most frequently used emojis, and I'm going to get that down, talk about that at the end. But if you're with me, share where you are, what your emoji is for this morning. Mine is this. Yay! Okay, I know that's not emoji. It'd probably be a GIF, but anyway. Okay, so today we're going to talk about first attitude. We've talked about it before, how important it is, how you're in charge of it. It's up to you. You control your thinking, so you control your attitude. But I have met with a couple of you over the week, and we got into some really great discussions about who do you want to be, first of all, so you can choose your attitude. So you can choose who you want to be. And then how do you know you're really being that person that you want to be? So I want to share a book I've shared before. It's called Better Than Before by Gretchen Rubin. I just love it because she has actual things that you can do, activities that you can do. So this is where we're talking about attitude. And one of the things that she talks about is creating your own set of commandments. And she wrote, this is a direct quote from her. I undertook a few years ago, I identified my 12 personal commandments, which are the overarching principles by which I want to live my life. My first commandment is be Gretchen. Yet it is hard to know myself. I get so distracted by the way I wish I were or the way I assume I am that I lose sight of what's actually truly Gretchen Rubin. So I read this book several years ago. You know me, geeking out on the books. And I created my own set of commandments. Of course, the first one's be Jenny Hensley. If you want to see the entire set, I don't mind sharing them with you. Just send me a message. But for example, these are the things that I believe in the way I want to live my life. Here's just a few. Happiness is a choice. I choose to be happy. I am happy. When I want to do something, this goes back to last week's video. I just do it. I don't overthink it or over talk about it. I just do, and then I adjust. I surround myself with amazing, worthy people, and we support each other. Super important one. I take care of myself. I dig deep. I ask what's in my best interest, what's best for me, my health. Then this one I just thought I'd add. I'm not reading all of them. I think there's like 12 of them, but I only think about things I can do something about right now. Otherwise, I let it go because we've talked several times about mental spinning, talked about Brene Brown's book, and I added it as one of my commandments. So those are some examples of commandments. That's how I want to live my life. That's the person I want to be. So the next step is, how do you know that you're really doing it? How do I know I'm really acting on that? And obviously, you get reactions from other people, and but I was trying to figure out what is some other way that we could figure out, am I honoring all of those commandments? So, of course, my co-owner Tom would not be thrilled with the fact that this is not really scientific at all. But the emoji, I happened to be looking at my emojis, and that's where the challenge came from. So these were the emojis that I had up, and I jokingly said in the previous video, if you don't have a poop emoji and your frequently used ones, then you're not really living. But David Stevens, who is our social media guru, shared his, and he didn't have a poop emoji, and I know he's living. So, so I just made that up. But the one that really bothered me here, people, was the eye roll. Like, I mean, the tear face, okay, every once in a while you share with somebody a tear face, but I don't want to be an eye roll person. I mean, look at this thing. I don't want to be that person. I don't want that in my most frequently used emojis. So I started sending out positive emojis to everyone so it would get off of my most frequently used ones. So I think the thing here is, there's no judgments. This is, adults learn through reflection. Adults improve through reflection. That's what research shows. So all I'm saying for you is, take a look at your emojis and notice what are your most frequently used ones and what do they say to you? Maybe they say nothing. I mean, I met with Trent this week and he doesn't use his very much. So they don't mean that much. And then I've talked to several people who were just fascinated and use them all the time. Thank you to, I already mentioned David Stevens, who shared his. My friend Laura, who, when we were in Florida, we were looking at hers, we're talking about hers, and she's a total animal activist, and of course, hers are filled with animals. And then Lainey, noticing that she sees life pretty humorously because all of hers were laughing, funny, happy faces. So you can see those, and you can post yours in the post on Facebook, or you can share them after this video in the comments section. So I think the takeaway today that I want you to take away is not really about emojis. It's about reflecting on who you want to be, what kind of an attitude you want to present to the world, and being really clear about that, and then honoring it and checking in and making sure that you're really doing it. Because, like for me, the eye roll thing, I didn't want to be an eye roll person. And it doesn't mean a whole bunch, but I don't want to also send what I feel might be sarcastic negativity out to other people. So that was just the simple way of saying it. So if you could take a look at yours, what were your frequently used emojis, or start thinking about your commandments this week as we begin this week, I think that that would be really interesting and a great thing for you to do. As always, it really, really helps us if you like and share, and also follow and subscribe, both on Facebook. We have all of our videos on Facebook, and also on our YouTube channel, the Instructional Leadership channel. And I would say next week we're going to start talking about summer retreats with your team and how to how to plan effective summer retreats. So that's coming up. And as always, if you are lucky enough to have today off, then enjoy it. There's so much going on. Yay! It's spring, Game of Thrones, the Masters. If that isn't your thing, go do something fun, guys. Have a fantastic day.